Hey everybody, I'm Ezzie and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, welcome! Oh my gosh, it's 2020. Happy New Year, you guys. Unless you're watching this way away from January, then it's probably not Happy New Year. But I do honestly hope that you're having a good year regardless. Anyway, okay, so I wanted to do a little bit of a channel update and kind of just let you guys know where my head is for this year coming. And I thought I would do that to a makeover video of my girls. We're starting off with Phoebe, as you can see. I wanted to, okay, so we have a new house, first of all, and we'll show you that in the next episode, and I'm very excited about it. It looks amazing, but I won't get into the house right now. But one of you guys suggested that since Phoebe is a Gemini, that I really should be looking at changing her up, and I haven't really done that at all. And quite honestly, when I started this cast, I was like, oh, I'm going to make her look amazing. She's going to have a different hair color and blah, blah, blah. And then I was like, nah, sorry, nah. Honestly, the truth is I love her hair color the way it is and I don't want to change it. I love it. And unfortunately, I only have a very limited amount of hairstyles. It's the Wildly Miniature Sandwich palette. And I only have a couple hairstyles now that have this hair palette associated with them. So unfortunately, I don't have a lot of hair to choose from. So as you can see, there's really not a lot of difference. I'm sorry, I did try. I don't see her in any other hair color and it just doesn't work. I did actually put a little bit makeup on in a couple of looks, I think, where she wasn't wearing makeup before, and we gave her a nose stud and, a couple of other things as well. I think the biggest change though would be Blossom, as Blossom has left her emo goth phase, thank you to her new painter / creative friends, and she's basically just embraced her in full creative side. So that's actually kind of cool. I really like how she turned out. And obviously Tyra and Jupiter have made some changes as well. They're entering into their preteen years. They're staring down the barrel of becoming teenagers. So obviously they had to do a little bit of a change too. So, okay, that aside, let's get into it. So the first thing is that we are nearly done with the Lunar Zodiac Challenge. If you have not been watching this, or if you have to catch up or anything, I don't know if you want to listen to this or watch it, but whatever, it's going to be spoilers. I'm sorry. I only have one more kid to have and we're done. I have lucked out in the very last episode before this video, lucked out and had twin girls. So that means that we had our Capricorn and our Aquarius, and we only have our Pisces left. I don't believe that we're here already. It's like, it wasn't that long ago I was complaining that it's taking forever, and now I'm literally staring at finishing soon. Probably, I don't know, if the gods are good to me, probably by the end of January, early February, I could be done with this challenge, which is crazy to me. Okay, so having said that, I'm looking for new challenges to do, and I'm going to say straight up front the challenges I'm not doing. I'm absolutely not doing 100 Baby. No, thank you. And I'm not doing Not So Berry Challenge. I did the Not So Berry Challenge on an Instagram account that I no longer have, and I had done it in a story format, and it was very time consuming, and obviously I would not do that for the channel, but I have zero interest in doing the Not So Berry again because it just... been there, done that. It was very taxing. I was very invested, very involved, and I don't want to go down that road again. So not doing those particular challenges. I am looking at doing a couple of other ones though. There is one, like I was just watching SimStar's 2020 upcoming channel changes video. I don't know. It's very similar to this one. I'm basically copying her. Thanks, honey, for the idea. I'm basically copying her, actually, this video. But in her video, she announced that she was creating a challenge herself. And I was very, very excited. I still am very, very excited for that. And I would love to do that. She already knows this. But I am very much looking forward to doing that challenge when she gets it done. There's no name for it yet. So it's kind of like, I'm just kind of putting it on the back burner. I'm pinning it right now because it hasn't come out yet. She's not done with it. But it's one that I will do as soon as she releases it. I'm very excited. But there are also a few other challenges that I am really, really interested in doing. So we have the Family Dynamics Challenge, and I will have everybody's links listed below too. So you can go and check them out if you have any interest in doing any of these challenges. And also, if you have already done these challenges, please let me know what your outcome was, or if you enjoyed it or what you didn't like or whatever, because I mean, I could use all the help I could get, seriously. Okay, so I am looking at doing Family Dynamics. That actually looks like a really good challenge. It's a long challenge though. It's like, I don't have the rules in front of me. I probably should have been a little bit more organized, but I want to say that it's 12 generations. It could be 10, but I think it's 12 right off the top of my head. And that's a really, really, really long challenge. And judging by Lunar Zodiac, and I only had to birth 12 female witches or babies actually, and that's taken me a little under a year to do this whole challenge, and that's doing 3 episodes a week. So I mean, that's a long time. That's a really long time. Obviously it's going to be quicker if I'm not recording, but still, that's a really long time. So I don't want to spend another year or more doing a challenge, you know what I mean? But Family Dynamics does look really, really good. I am very interested in it, and I could do something like one generation and then like take a break and do something else and then come back sort of thing. But I don't know. I don't know if I really want to split that kind of thing up. Okay, the next one is the MURKLAND challenge. And you guys, this one I am really heavily leaning towards because I found this, I want to say like a year ago. And it looks amazing. Again, link is below. I honestly think that this is the one that I'll end up doing, the MURKLAND challenge. It just looks so good. There's no offspring involved, possibly, I think, if I can remember right. Basically, the main task is to grow 16 trash plants from scratch using your own trash to start them, and then they must all be evolved. All 16 trash plants need to evolve to the perfect level. That is basically the premise of this entire challenge. And I like that because it's it seems rather easy. It's a dumb thing to say. It's such a dumb thing to say. But I mean, there's a lot to it. There's a lot of rules and everything to it. And there are things that you can do and you can't do. And you can only do things on certain days and whatnot. So it's going to be fun. I know that it's going to be fun. It just looks really, really interesting. And I am really, really leaning towards doing that. So if you've done it, please let me know. And let me know how you fared and, all of that, tips, tricks, help. Okay, so I'm also looking at doing the ISBI challenge, which is the I'm Surrounded by Idiots challenge. That actually looks like a lot of fun. You can only control one sim per generation, basically, if I can remember that right. And the rest of the sims in the household, you're not allowed to touch. You can't do anything with them at all unless they get stuck. So like if you've got idiot sims like I do, and they tend to get stuck underneath staircases and things like that, or in between walls, then you're allowed to move them out, but you're not allowed to play them. If they're setting the house on fire, unfortunately, you can extinguish them and hope that it puts them out, but otherwise, they're going to die and there's nothing you can do about it. So you're only allowed to control one sim, period, until the next generation comes along, and then, you pick somebody from the next generation. And I like that because, in the old days, like pre-university, you had like a house full of sims, and I never did it before because I always thought, well, it would probably be too much of a temptation to not like to want to click on them to see what they were doing, to see their needs and all of that. But with university, you can add them to your family. Like you can set them as roommates and then remove them from your family. So you're not actually controlling them, but they're still living in the house. And that I think would come in really handy with this challenge particularly. So there's that. I'm interested in that one, but it's not as interesting to me as the MURKLAND challenge. So at the moment, like MURKLAND is number 1, and I don't really know where the others fall, to be honest. Okay, and so then we have the next one that I'm looking at is called the Island Challenge. Neexel did this on her channel, and actually it was the very first video of hers. That's actually how I found her channel, is because I was looking for, like, I think I YouTubed Sims 4 challenges or something like that anyway. And her channel came up with the Island Challenge. And so anyway, that's how I found her. So, but that challenge actually looks really, really good too. So basically the premise of that is that you have to have 8 Sims that can't die. Basically, you have to have 8 Sims living on the island that are at least level 4 in fishing, fitness, and gardening. And the challenge fails if all the Sims die. I don't know, actually, I haven't really looked at the entire challenge in depth. So I don't know if if 1 or 2 dies, I don't know if you lose the challenge. I think you only lose it if all 8 Sims die, because it just says if all Sims die. It doesn't say if 1 Sim die, or 2 or 3, you know what I mean? So I don't really know, but I'll have to look into that a little bit more in depth. But that actually is a really good one. That actually looks like it's a lot of fun. And again, there's like tasks and there's dice rolling, and I love dice rolling in challenges. Like, that if you ever watched my now defunct, unfortunately, God, what was it? The Upgrowth Challenge. If you watch that, I don't do that one anymore. But yeah, if you watch that, I had to do dice rolls on that as well. But there wasn't enough dice rolling in that to make me happy. Like, really, I like the idea of dice rolling. And in the Island Challenge, there is a lot of dice rolling. And I think it's every day. I think it's once a day you have to roll a dice. But basically, your Sims are stuck on the island. They can't get there. They're cut off from civilization. So there's no jobs. There's no luxury items. There's no electricity. Your Sims are stranded, right? They have to garden, like fruit trees and stuff, fish, work on their skills and craft objects and stuff that will help, make life on the island more comfortable. I'm paraphrasing from the rules at the moment. Crafting is a key aspect of this challenge. So every day the gods will intervene and change the fate of your Sims. Roll the dice to find out what they have in store for them. Details, further on. So yeah, I love that idea. Like, I love having that taken away from me. That that sense of control is taken away from me, and it's, you know, given to a dice. And I like that a lot because it adds so much unpredictability into the game. Like you just don't know what's going to happen basically. And I kind of like that a lot. So I think it's a toss up between MURKLAND and the Island Challenge, but I don't know. I mean, I could potentially do 2 challenges, which is probably going to take a lot out of me, like Lunar Zodiac. I really couldn't concentrate on doing anything else while I was doing the Lunar Zodiac challenge, so I don't really know if I could do 2 challenges. But the Island Challenge is only up for a maximum of like 8 people, so it's not a generational thing, which I like. You just have to get all of your sims, you know, level 4 in those, 3 skills, and you're done. And so that, you know, I think that would be a fairly quick, knock on wood, challenge. Fairly quick. So that one could be a potential, because I think MURKLAND could actually take me a little while. So the Island Challenge I might do first and then MURKLAND. I'm not sure. Let me know what you guys think though, like which one you think would be more interesting to see, or go and read the rules if you're interested as well, because honestly I would really like to know. And then of course when, you know, SimStar gets around to doing her challenge and getting that out, I want to do that as well. So I need to have time to be able to do that. Aside from all of those, I have a story in my head that I really want to get out, and it revolves solely around Bowie. If you have been watching my Lunar Zodiac challenge, you know Bowie. She was one of my all-time favorite sims in this challenge. I adore her. I had to take her out and put her in an alternate universe, and so I have her story all set. I have her cast ready to go. I have everything. I just haven't done it yet because I want to do a story-based LP. There will be none of this, oh, you know, what is she doing? Oh, she's doing that. Let's, you know, I'm not going to be narrating it the way I have narrated the challenge. It's going to be a completely new like thing for me. And I'm not confident in that at all because I have never done a verbal story before with The Sims. So I'm not really sure how that's going to go. And I guess I won't know until I try it really. But there's that. Like that's a thing that could be coming this year. I want it to come. I really, really do. I want to do it. I'm just very, very nervous and very scared that I'm not going to be able to finish it and I'm not going to see it through. I don't like not seeing things through. And speaking of not seeing things through, I also have a machinima series. I know I feel like I'm like cutting myself really short here or stretching myself too thin, to be honest. But a machinima series that I have had in the works since last year, actually since the middle to last part of last year. 2019, and I have been working on this. The story is mostly written and I really, really, really want to get that done this year. I want to get the entire season recorded and then schedule it out once a week because I know myself and I know that if I do not do that, then at some point I will get tired of doing this machinima and I will stop and then it'll be like you'll be left hanging. So I don't want to do that. Machinima, if you don't know, take a very long time to make, like a very long time. It's almost exhausting, to be honest, because you have to set everything up and then you have to find the right animations, you have to find the right poses, you have to, you know, make sure your lighting is all correct and everything. You have to make sure your background sims match the sims in your foreground. It's a lot. I mean, if you're not a perfectionist like I am in that regard, then it won't matter. You can do whatever you want and it'll be fine. You can just tell your story with your, you know, primary sims. And I see a lot of machinimas that do that, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But I myself personally cannot have that. I cannot have my sims looking wonderful in the foreground and then I've got some ratchet guys walking around in the background looking like, you know, they need to be redone. You know what I'm saying? So I can't have that. I need to make sure everything is very cohesive in a machinima series for me in order to be happy. So that is one that I really, really want to do, but that won't come anytime this year. I don't think it'll be something that I'm working on in the background and hopefully we'll be able to launch early 2021, maybe, if I can. Hopefully, fingers crossed. And then lastly, but not least, I was considering a few other games to play, which again, I'm really unsure about, but I wanted to mention it just in case it does happen. But I'm unsure about this because I go through phases where I will binge a game for a few months and then ignore it for a year. You know, City Skylines was one. I play that off camera on occasion. I'm not so big into that anymore, which is pretty much why I stopped. And I feel like that could happen a lot, really. If I start recording other games, you know, I'll be into them for a little while and then I just get bored. Honestly, I just get bored with them. Doesn't matter how good they are. Like my time at Porsche, I still have that playlist up, but I got bored with the game. I was like, well, this is boring, you know? So I haven't played it in forever. I've got so much stuff left undone and I feel like that could be a thing, right? So I don't want to start a series again and then not finish it. I don't like leaving things unfinished. It's It's something about me. I just don't like doing it. But anyway, that's kind of where I'm going into a ramble now, so I'm going to end this video. But yeah, that's pretty much what is going to be going on, I guess, in this year. I'm looking at a new challenge or two, possibly, and then a story-based LP, which I'm pretty excited about and also very nervous about. But yeah, anyway, let me know what you guys think, especially regarding the challenges. I am definitely looking at, it's probably definitely a toss-up, probably definitely. Don't you love my vernacular? It's definitely a toss-up between the MURKLAND challenge and the Island challenge. So let me know what you think would be more interesting to watch, because I don't want to, film stuff like SimStar was saying the same thing. Like, she don't want to record stuff if you're not going to watch it. So I want to know what you guys want to watch. Okay, let me know. Yeah, all right. And so that's it. So thank you very much for watching, you guys. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked this little cast makeover that I did. I'm sorry it wasn't more exciting, but it's just, that's what I'm doing. That's how I'm doing it, I suppose. Stay tuned for the very next video, because in it you will see Phoebe's new house. I'm very excited about that. And yeah, we will hopefully finish up the Lunar Zodiac Challenge within the month or within the next 6 weeks. Anyway, you guys, thank you very much for watching. I will catch you in the next one. Bye, everybody.